Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm testing out this CVLife laser. I have it mounted on the side of this AR rifle here. I've got 22s mounted in here, and basically I'm trying to figure out if this is going to be helpful at all, particularly in night shooting. Okay, so one of the things that I'm finding is that I have a 5 to 25 primary arms scope on here, and I'm shooting at 200 yards. Now I have a 1000 lumen Streamlight light on here, right? So that's giving me, because I got these paper targets. One's red, one's actually orange, one's white. I'm trying out two different colors to see. I knew I could see the white one. I just didn't know if I'd be able to see the darker one. So I've got them out at 200 yards, okay? And what's happening is when I look through the scope, right, the crosshairs, right, because they're very thin lines on the 5 to 25 scope, they give you very thin lines, so so that they don't get in the way of the target during your normal daytime shooting. Okay, so now at night, I mean, this scope does have illumination, but even on the lowest setting, what I'm finding is that the illumination is a tad bit too bright. So what I'm experimenting here with is keeping the scope illumination off and just using the laser, okay? And we're gonna see what kind of hits I can get just using the laser. So we're shooting 200 yards. We're gonna be shooting at two targets. Okay, so we are using the light. So we put the light on. So that's a 1000 lumen light. Yeah, I can see my target. I can kind of see my crosshairs, but they're very thin. They're easy to lose track of, okay, because they're just so thin. If I zoom in, right now I'm about at the, this is a 5 to 25. I'm at the halfway point, okay, of my zoom. If I zoom in more, because of the low light conditions, it tends to give me a worse image shooting at night. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to put on the laser now. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take some shots. We're going to first shoot the white target. Okay, I can hear the steel plate. I was holding a little too high. Right, we're going to go to the orange target now. That one's a little bit closer. So this one's like at 195, maybe 197 yards. So the cool thing about night shooting, right? Like after you take a shot, even with these 22s, you have to wait a second between your shots for the smoke to clear. So we got wind blowing left to right. I'm going to hold a little bit left. I'm favoring left. More shots on this. So this is the CMMG 22 conversion bolt that we're using here. I got dialed back a little bit so I can find my targets. So there it is. I'm going to zoom up. laser. Let's go see what kind of hits we got. You guys want to look over here. So that's a CVLife Laser. We're shooting this with the CMMG 22 conversion bolt out of a palmetto barrel. The bipod over here is the CVLife bipod. It's been working really great for me. All right, we're coming up to the targets at about this one. The first one's at about 195 yards. So you can see we got some hits on target. Well, the wind was, we definitely had wind, so the wind was giving us a little bit of hell with these 22s. Let's get back to the other one. How's the orange one? The orange one being the harder one. And then we got hits here. See the hits over there on the white paper. All right, so I got a little bit more light in this area, so I thought this would be good for you guys to get a closer look at it. So there's that CVLife laser, okay? And on this side here, I got the Streamlight light, okay? Because we need the light in order, we need to throw some light out there at 200 yards, okay? Now, when you get a Streamlight, right, they'll tell you that you'll be able to see out to like 300 yards on the box. That's in like in a field, okay? When you're out here like in the woods, light creates shadow, okay? So all these trees, they create shadow. So you lose a lot of the light. So it's really a struggle to see at 200 yards with the 1000 lume light. But I was able to see both of these targets, both the white one and the orange one, because I was a little concerned if I'd be able to see the darker one, the orange one, okay? So what I had done is on the scope, right? Initially, basically I have a 50-yard zero with 5.56, right? So that's in the zero position here when I'm all the way down at zero, okay? So I know that for 200 yards, okay, I have figured out that I have to dial up to the number 9. I got to dial 9 mils up. 9 right there. 9 mils up with the 22 long rifle because it's a slower bullet, okay? So what I did is at 50 yards, I matched the laser onto the reticle, right? So that, so basically, so I didn't even have to fire a shot. I just got that to match it, to match the reticle at 50 yards after I dialed up, okay? But what I did, which I am now regretting, when I zeroed up just a little bit higher. My initial thoughts was that I thought maybe the laser would almost act as a flashlight at 200 yards and kind of illuminate the whole target. So I dialed so basically I zeroed just above it. So when I was shooting these targets here, what I was doing is I was holding the green dot up here. What I should have done at 50 yards is I should once I dialed up on the scope, I should have just zeroed the laser for a dead zero, right, on the reticle, and then basically I just would have put the laser right in the center of the paper, and I think I would have probably got more hits. Although I got, you can see over here by all the holes, I got plenty of hits. And this was we had a left to right crosswind, so my hold was actually up here in this corner here, and it was dropping the bullets. The wind was kind of blowing the bullets off to the right. So my hold was up here, and bullets were getting blown to the right here. Same thing over here. I was holding up here, bullets were getting blown to the right here. Okay, so I mean, it's fun stuff. Trying to just figure out what you can do with this and how you can make it work for you. So that's give you guys that's the CVLife laser. I got it attached onto the M-lock there.